All right, what's going on, family? If you're watching this video out of nowhere, the exercises that you're about to see, the combination of them might look a little bit weird, a little bit random, and trust me, I'll explain in just a few minutes on the second commentary of this video, but I'm just going to talk about right now the exercises that I'm doing and tips on them. So, started off this entire workout with the incline dumbbell press, really focusing on my upper chest right now, and a few tips here. Scapular retracted, arch in the lower back, but always on the bench. Do not let your butt rise and stay on your feet. You see your feet are planted, butt's on the bench, scapula is retracted, and there's a slight arch. Next movement, and I think I did exactly 5 sets of 10 to 12. I want to say 10 reps, 5 sets of 10 with the 85-pound dumbbells. Moved on to a squat press, pretty much a leg press. This specific piece of equipment is technically called a squat press. So on this, I like to put my feet a little bit lower. I was trying to emphasize my quads during this workout, so I put my feet lower, slightly closer, so a narrow, low stance to help emphasize my quads. If you want to go a little bit wider, go a little bit higher. It's going to emphasize a little bit more hamstrings, so really just focusing on the quads, like I said. So next movement is a bicep movement. So as you see, chest, quad, and bicep. What the hell is going on? I'll talk about it in a little bit, I promise. But here, really focusing on keeping proper form, not letting my back pass perpendicular, so meaning the floor and myself are the angles. I don't want to let my back go past that perpendicular line and lean backwards and risk injury. So also flex the tricep at the bottom of the movement. Next movement was a cable fly right here, focusing on bringing my pinkies together. So not keeping a huge bend in my arms, a very slight bend, and bringing my pinkies together and sort of supinating my wrists just very slightly, ever so slightly, to get a better contraction in my chest. Next was a quad extension. Here, very basic movement. I like to always be sure that my knees are equal with the end of the seat, and so I don't like my knees being over or under the seat. I like to be sure that my knees are exactly where the seat ends, and also I point my toes upwards as I'm performing the movement at all times, so point them forward and up. Now, final movement of the day was a reverse curl with the cables, putting my thumbs over the bar and focusing on squeezing and engaging my brachialis, brachioradialis, and that was the workout. So I will talk to y'all in just a bit and not confuse you so much.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ay, qué bárbaro.
What?
Es fuerte.
La están filmando, así es que diga hi.
Wow, tienes amistades aquí. Y andas. Y semejantes
Y él es Daniel.
Hola.
Él es amigo de Cristian.
Ay, Dios les
Supervise everything.
Yeah.
Hi, Daniel.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Qué cosas, muchachos tan chulos.
Ahí trae el perrito.
Oh, is he?
Where
is he? In the car?
In the car.
Oh, yeah, can I bring him out?
Ya se ocupó de todo.
She has a little puppy, like it's a Chihuahua. It's only 3 months.
Oh. This is grandma's dog. Chihuahua. Puppy. It's literally the smallest puppy you could probably ever find. He's cold, man.
Y una conchita. Es un bebito.
Bro, this is so adorable.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that is so adorable. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. It's now about 10 p.m. Sunday night, about to head to bed. Not gonna go sleep, gonna watch some TV shows. But anyway, what I've been doing every single night for the last few months, I would say, is having a protein shake every night before I go to bed, simply to ensure in the surplus I'm hitting my protein intake. So what I've been doing is the Dymatize ISO 100, but as you can see, I might have like one more scoop left, maybe one more scoop. So I had to restock today. So Daniel, Shali, and I went to a supplement store, Total Nutrition. My buddy Mike actually owns the Total Nutrition, so he did give me a discount on some products. Now, keep in mind, guys, like, I know a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers and stuff are like, oh, well, I'm sponsored by this, and so I'm only going to use this stuff. But, you know, I've worked with a few companies in the past, and I currently am working with a company. But just because I'm working with someone doesn't mean I don't take other things and try other things. And so I feel like that's just another part of being transparent. I love trying new pre-workouts, new products, protein powders, and finding what I like the most. And so, and I have no shame in like saying that. So Nikki wanted some aminos, so we picked up the GAT strawberry kiwi. Wasn't crazy about them, right?
No.
Yeah, I thought they tasted okay. I'm not a big amino guy unless I'm in a cut or, you know, dropping weight. So she wants them because she's doing like a little prep thing this week, right?
Okay.
Picked up a new pre-workout I'm gonna try out called Mesomorph, right here. Again, it's unopened. I'm an ectomorph, not a mesomorph. Mesomorph is in between stage, guys. You got the
Meso?
skin. Yeah, meso. That's in between. You got ecto, meso, and endo.
That was meso?
Mesomorph. Well, now I'm getting really confused. And for the protein to replace the diametize, honestly, guys, like this is it. This is really, really good stuff. It is kind of expensive. It's hydrolyzed ISO 100, 0.5 fat, 2 carb, 25 protein. The macros on this Magnum one are 1 fat, 2 carb, and 30 protein. So pretty much the same macros. They're 2 scoops. I don't know if I like this smell. But then again, does protein powder ever smell like really good though, you know? It's protein powder. I'll do 60 grams of protein. 2 scoops. I'm not getting paid by these companies either, guys. Just so you know. People are so like... Not even... Don't even bring it up. Here we go. Don't you hate when you buy a new protein and that's not? Let me get more water. Let me see more water.
Every night you're like, I really don't want to drink a protein shake, and then you just chug it anyway.
It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's really creamy. I would have to say diametize wins. Honestly, I'm just being honest. I feel like this would fill you up more. That's like thicker. This is really thin. But anyway, guys, we're gonna head to bed. Watch some shows. Yes. Good morning. Morning, guys. It's 7:40 right now. Headed to the gym to go to work. Can't finish. 4:30 normally. You are so obnoxious. I'm headed to the warehouse right now from 8 to 4:30. Those are technically the work hours this week. Normally it's 8:30 to 4:30, but we have a lot going on this week because of this past weekend we had a lot of sales with Alphalete. It was, you know, the Friday, Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend, so we had a ton of sales. We didn't really promote any Black Friday thing. It was just crazy that, you know, sales spiked up just because of the time of year, because of the holiday. So I'm currently rocking a Manière Devoir long sleeve gray shirt. Got my Hudson biker jeans on, and I've got my loafers. Probably wear a hoodie too because it's freezing. All right, we're 31 days out from the grand opening of the Alpha Athletics Warehouse Gym. I'm gonna take you guys into the warehouse right now. It's currently about 3:30, been running around all day. Boom, 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 boom. This is all gonna be turf. This is sort of a shot right here. And then mirrors are getting put up right now, extra mirrors. They're 5 by 7, so 5 feet by 7 feet. And we're gonna have a total of 14 of them. So do the math, you got 7 times 14, you've got 10, you got 7, you got 98. It's 98 feet of mirrors. It goes a little bit past that way. And as you guys can see, we are gonna have some space left over there, like right here. So I'm not 100% positive if we're gonna order another mirror or not. I'm gonna kind of see how it looks when it's all done. Everyone's over at the other warehouse, finishing up packaging. I'm about to take Tim to take pictures in some of the new Alphalete samples. I'll take you guys across the street really quickly as well. DHL's here, Tim's here. What's up, buddy?
All right.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good, I'm good.
Good.
Oh, cheaper sometimes. That's what we choose y'all there.
You got Derek.
Yeah.
Derek, operations manager. He deals with everything from inbounds, outbounds, exports, that kind of stuff. This is the setup we've got right now. Derek, how many orders going out today total?
Probably about 400.
400 going out. A few hundred tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tight. Hell yeah. Getting this knocked out. Tim and I are gonna go get some pictures for the marketing stuff. So here we go. Tim pumping up before picture time. Yeah. So this is one of the spots I like to come to when we take pictures, because it's got like different, you got brick, you got a nice red wall, you got staircase. Over here you've got like warehouse, just lots of different textures, and it's really cool. This is one of the new navy and silver 3/4 sleeves. It's good. All right, what's up today? We need another mirror.
Maybe one or two.
1 or 2 mirrors.
Because it's stopping at like an awkward like space.
Oh yeah, definitely need another one.
You measured it and you showed us the
Hey,
measuring
just to the
stick.
tape. Like you can put one this big if you wanted to.
Oh, you have a bigger size? How much is that one?
I don't. It's gonna be just a little more than this one.
Because those are 500.
120 is good.
Yeah, I mean you can either go 120. We'll put you right here.
I don't want multiple different sizes.
Gotcha.
I would like
that's true,
either
doesn't
one or
Stay that.
how much is 2 more?
2 more would put.
We're gonna add 1 more and then put like a dumpster, like a trash can over here. So looks insane.
Yeah, there's 5.
All through here, this entire section, this will be the dumbbell section. So like what you're seeing unmatted is gonna be the dumbbell section. Update. That's a dumbbell section. 1, 2, 3, 4 full racks. 2 sets of dumbbells. There's 1 set. There's 2 sets. From right here on this way will be the whole dumbbell sector.
All right, family, back to another commentary for you all, and now I have a little bit longer to talk. I can take my time and explain what I'm doing with my split. So for the last, literally, guys, year and a half to maybe even 2.5 years, I've been following a variation of the push-pull leg. Push-pull leg, pull, legs, push, legs, push, pull, some sort of combination of that. And every few months I'll change it up and throw an arm and shoulder day in. But to be honest, I'm getting kind of bored of that same thing. And so what I'm trying out, now I'm not committing to the split. This is it's like a rough draft, extremely rough draft. This is like the rough draft that you do, 20 minutes before classes due just to turn something in. I'm attempting a lower volume, higher frequency. So instead of training every body part 1 to 2 times a week, I want to train every body part 2 to 3 times a week. Three times a week would be my lagging body parts. So my back I want to bring up, and my legs I really want to bring up. My back and legs are my focus. I have a few months left in this bulk, and I'm trying to make the most out of them. And so essentially what I'm doing, for example, today I hit back, shoulders, and biceps. So I picked 3 body parts: back, shoulders, and biceps. I did 3 movements for back, 3 for shoulders, and 2 for biceps. If you went back to the beginning of this video, I actually chose chest, biceps, and quads. Okay, so I threw some legs in there. Now, sort of my idea going into it, I know Lex Griffin does something sort of similar. I haven't talked to him about it, but I know he does something similar. He'll throw like a hamstring or quad or calves in there. And the purpose behind it for me is, at least the reasoning I'm seeing as a point would be, say you're taking chest, biceps, and quad. Your chest is fresh. You can devote a lot of time and energy to it. Your biceps are fresh because you're not involving your biceps. Yes, it's like a third muscle, or it's not a secondary muscle, but you're using your biceps when you're doing any sort of benching. Yes, but it's so slightly that your biceps will still be fresh when you decide to perform them. And then obviously your hamstrings or your quads are still going to be fresh because you've only trained 2 upper body movements. Now, the way you organize those is, or the way I'm organizing them is sort of based off of me. So I'll start with one chest movement, but then I'll perform a quad and then I'll do a bicep, and mess around with it and find what I like the best. And not to say I'm always going to work antagonists. Like today I did back and biceps, and antagonists would be back and triceps. So I did back and biceps today. Like I said, I'm playing with it. And my goal is to be able to train each body, or really just train my back and my legs, my hamstring, my quad, and my calves 3 times a week as opposed to 2 times a week, and have more energy devoted to actually working the muscle group I'm trying to work, instead of trying to squeeze 7-8 leg exercises in one day and kind of half-assing it after the first 2 or 3 exercises, and exhausting myself so much. So that is the mentality. That's where my thoughts are at right now. As soon as I finalize something, I'm going to be showing my workouts and messing around with it, but as soon as I finalize something, I will do another commentary. I'll do a full video, or like a little video series of the split that I choose to go with. And the biggest thing about splits, guys, is you have to enjoy your time in the gym. If you're not enjoying your workouts, if you're not enjoying how your workouts are laid out, you're only as efficient as much as you can actually enjoy the time that you're putting in. So enjoying the time is literally over being slightly, a 1.5% more optimal gain, to me at least. Because if I enjoy what I'm doing, I'll put more effort into it and I'll get better results. And I would say the same for you all. So thank you for joining me on this commentary. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy this last little clip.
Yeah, so I saw the mirror move a little bit, and then she screamed, and I looked at left, I was like, oh fuck! It gave me like a heart attack for a second.
Just got scared. Alright guys, so just working out. I hear Nikki just yell. And I turn around, all the new mirrors just came down hard. That one shattered. No one even touched him. No one was touching him at all. They just literally came down hard. God, that was scary. Check it out. Damn. So on that note, that's going to conclude this video. Next video, we'll see what we do about these mirrors. So see y'all later.